Thank you for staying with us. We still have with us our panelists in the studio as well as on the Google Plus Hangout, but we also have a new entrant. Dominic Alancha joins us from our Abuja studios. Dominic, thank you for joining us on the program.
Thank you very much
So a lot
for
of a
having
lot
me.
of a lot of water has gone under the bridge. I mean, since the program started, but thankfully you're on board now. So we're just looking at 2018. Some have said that it was a good year for Nigeria. Some said it was a bad one for Nigeria, and there was the view that it was just a year where politicians prepared for the elections. Do you agree?
Well, for those that said that it was a good year for Nigeria, I think I agree with them because 2018 has been very rewarding for so many people. And for me, I think it has been a good year. And of course, in every electioneering year, like 2019, before year 2019, 2018 will always be the preparatory ground for the election. So, yes, the most of the campaign and other things, preparation towards the elections, will start a year before, before the election. So 2018, it was a year for politicians to prepare for the election, for the general election that was to, that is going to take place in this 2019. So it was a good year generally for Nigerians and
What,
for the nation as a whole. It was a good year.
so when you say it's a rewarding year, what do you mean? How rewarding was it?
Well, when I say it's a rewarding year, I believe that a lot of persons, expectations were met. Some expectations were not met. So for those that their expectations have been met, it was a rewarding year. Rewarding in the sense that there are a lot of positive things that have happened to us as a nation. There are a lot of positive things that have happened to us as individuals. So it was a rewarding year because of those positive things that have happened to us as a nation and as individuals.
All right, very well. I'll come back to you in just a bit, but let me just come back to you guys. I mean, so just before we went on the break, you kept on, talking about how some things are pretty amiss, but let's give him time to respond.
Okay.
He was making mention of states, where children are fed, and he was also looking at the economic impact 10,000 naira will make in the life of a petty trader.
Okay, so Victor, I wouldn't want to be bogged down with the details of trader money. These progressive policies have been tested in a state like Osun. It has worked perfectly. Osun today is listed the least poverty-stricken state in Nigeria. It has best security and all that. So this is a progressive idea that would always work. It may not be perfect at the beginning, but at the end of the day, we'll look for a way of perfecting it. There's no country in the world that doesn't have some form of social policy or social programs. And progressives generally are known for their social protection programs. My friend the other time was comparing the programs of the APC with that of PDP. Programs of the APC were not concocted to win elections. These are things they've always believed in. They put into practice in a state like Osun. It has worked, and that's why it is not being put into practice nationally. We can talk about the Empower market money. There's the Anchor Borrowers program again, where the farmers across the country are getting millions of naira loans from the CBN, and they're putting it into practice. That's why our food production has increased. I mean, I can keep talking about all of the things the government has done, but let's leave that aside. Look at the entertainment industry.
We need to go.
We have a lot of blockbusters and a whole lot. So 2018 was a great year.
If you say so, I'm sure you totally disagree, but in just one sentence.
Okay, in just one sentence. I would say that my friend should understand that I'm not against the government, but this is what I speak for. That everything that they come on TV to discuss and to argue should come with fact, verifiable fact. So the 9.2 million students that are being fed has not been justified. Now,
has
not been proved rather. And in 2018, there was a popular one, the Ganduje dollars, which we didn't get to talk about, and that is an angle that showed government insincerity. So in terms of fighting corruption, as it had been the primary objective of the President Buhari's administration.
I'll have to hold it here. Thank you for joining us on the program, Ileo Kikiowo, Ayabami Ladipo, as well as Dominic Alancha in our Abuja studio, and Femi Ajasa on the Google Plus Hangout. But that's where we are, and that's what we know about 2018. What we don't know is what 2019 will be like, but hopefully it will be a good year generally for Nigerians. But stay with us. We will be back with the movie videos on our YouTube channel in the first week of 2019. Please stay with us.
This week's most viewed videos begin with the brother of Senator Dino Melaye alleging that the Nigeria police are desperate to harm the federal lawmaker.
I believe they are out to harm my brother. If not, what is desperation? Is there any law, known or unknown? Americans protect lives. Nigerian police takes life every day. What are we up to? They came to the house. I met the man sent by Nigerian police. I interviewed him at the entrance of the house. Before you know it, I asked him, please, can I see your search warrant or warrant of arrest? Because severally they've been coming. I will search them before they enter the house, and when they are done, I will sign that they've searched, I didn't find anything, and they did not steal or take anything from the house. Then they will leave in my very presence. But on this particular occasion, they went into the compound, arrested the security man, beat him up and cuffed him. The cleaner, the same thing. The bodyguard, the same thing.
In fourth place is the vice presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, outlining how they'll tackle epileptic power supply if elected.
What will be that major thing that is critical that you will resolve in 6 months, should you win this election?
Thank you. So that Nigeria can start working again, we'll tackle issue of power aggressively.
How many megawatts are you
not
promising?
telling what, we're not going to promise 20 or 30. I can assure you that today, no investment has been done to that sector, no proper policy or program has been executed there. We will put in place what will at least show a very significant increase without putting any number to it. And Nigerians will see it. What we want to do is to move from policy formulation to program implementation. And it will be aggressive. And people will see it.
Third spot sees former and incumbent presidents Goodluck Jonathan and Muhammadu Buhari paying condolence visits to the late President Shagari's family in Sokoto. President Buhari's flag-off of his presidential campaign in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, comes in second place.
I assure you that you will not regret trusting us. We are going to secure this country. We are going to manage it properly. We are going to stop corruption. So you better sweat and work for a living, because there is no more handout. I thank you very much. I thank you very much for organizing this. I thank the people of Akwa Ibom State for turning in 2000 to come and welcome me and listen to me. I thank you very much indeed. I assure you that no Nigerian will regret voting us into office.
The emergence of Senator Dino Melaye after 8 days tops the chart as the most viewed video in the first week of 2019.
Chief, my brother should be there as well. Come, we need some. When the council I don't know.
Please hold it, I beg. Maybe by the time the rubber fee, the season now this time. What kind of water is this? Where is the mat one first? Yeah, take. Give me one. I heard the word sound. Yeah, this one is
And there you go. Those were the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. But as the saying goes, with every year comes renewed hope. And hopefully, by the end of this year, Nigerians will speak with one voice as to whether it was a good or bad year for them generally. And on that note, we wrap it up on this edition of the program. But as always, keep the conversation going via the social media handles showing on your screen. Bye for now. I'm Victor Matthias, and once again, Happy New Year.